family, welcome back to Paper and Glam. It's been a few weeks since I've done a sit-down video, and I'm so excited today to do a Container Store haul. If you've been following along with my vlogs, I moved to LA, so this is my first video from my new LA apartment. In the past few weeks, I've really been heads down organizing my new space. Along that mission, I found some really great new organizational items that I wanted to share with you. I have a space now in LA that's set up so different from the one in Denver from a storage perspective that I really kind of had to think outside the box. And I definitely know that as the fall rolls in, we kind of start turning our eyes more towards our home fronts and wanting to get organized and back into a routine. So yeah, I have some organizational ideas and items that I want to share with you from the bathroom, closet, let's see, office, kitchen, and one very special paper item. So yeah, I just really wanted to talk about some ways we can organize those spaces that can just get cluttered up really quickly. If you're like me, then fall's a time when it's kind of like a second spring cleaning, right? It's just time to get organized and get re-inspired. So let's jump into the haul. So the first thing is for my paper lovers. And if you aren't really an organizational girl, but you love your paper, then this is for you. So how cute are these mini pop-in notebooks? This is a mini medley of 10 notebooks, and they're by Pop-In. But I, of course, got them at the Container Store, and I will show you one. Let's see if I can get the pink one out, because you guys know I'm a pink girl. Pink is my signature color, as Reese would say, or Elle Woods. So the pink one, and all of them are exactly the same, except what I love about these notebooks is the lines inside are the color of the notebook. So if you're like me and you're a paper junkie and you already have enough paper items to last you from now until, you know, the end of the decade, and you're like, oh, I really need a good use for these, here's what I'm going to use these for. So I thought these would be so cute to collect seasonal quotes and memories. So I am always looking for great seasonal quotes to get me inspired as I'm, creating content for Paper and Glam or just looking to live more seasonally. And I thought this would be so fun to, keep like the orange one for fall and the red one for Christmas, and kind of designate these other ones for other seasons, and really have kind of like an annual little place of inspiration. The other cool thing about these notebooks is they are 3.5 by 5. Now this is a special size because this means they are going to fit the Project Life cards perfectly. So Project Life cards are 3 by 2. So these are going to be the perfect size to get your Project Life cards and put a quote next to them or put a picture next to them. And it could easily be like a small scale journal or a small scale Project Life for those that are looking to maybe start journaling or kind of want to keep a subset of journals or whatever. I thought this would be absolutely perfect. So I just fell in love with these. They were $20 for 10. So, $2 each here. And yeah, they just were absolutely perfect. So if you're a paper lover, but you're not you're not super into home organization, where if you're like me, I think the Container Store is type awesome heaven, right? Like, oh my gosh, my little type A brain sees all the organizational potential, and it's just like, oh, it's serenity. But if you're not in that boat, but you are a paper crafter lover, then this one's for you. All right, let's jump into the next thing. So this next thing is actually from Bed Bath & Beyond, and it's actually a soap dispenser, but I thought it was absolutely just perfect. And this isn't necessarily a new organizational technique, but how I use these maybe. I love the Bath & Body Works soaps, but I feel like the packaging can look a little bit cluttery with everything else that can be in our bathrooms and kitchens. So what I do is I put the festive, beautiful smelling and looking Bath & Body Works soap into one of these little acrylic soap dispensers, so that way I have the seasonal soap and those seasonal smells and colors without having kind of extra packaging and branding, and just it gives my bathroom and kitchen a cleaner look. So I have been looking for some new soap dispensers because mine were getting kind of rusty, and when I found these, they're from the hotel collection from Bed Bath & Beyond. I absolutely thought that was perfect to give my space a cleaner look and still get to use some of those seasonal items. All right, next is for your kitchen. I wish I'd organized these by rooms, but it's just all in this big giant container store bag. And I actually have a few things that don't even fit in the bag. So this is for your kitchen, and in my old apartment, I had a spice drawer, so I could just pull it out and really easily see all of my spices while I was cooking. In my new apartment, I have my spices in a cabinet, so they're all the same height. I can't really see what's what. So this little kind of stadium seating for spices I thought was the perfect little tool, so that some of them would sit up higher and I could see what they were. So yeah, I just thought that was ideal. The next thing is also for the kitchen, and it is a utensil organizer. So this one isn't super exciting, but if you're like me, I have a silverware organizer, right, that looks like this but smaller, and I realized I also needed a utensil holder. So I just have this drawer full of utensils. It's the same in my old apartment, is the same in my new apartment. I'm like, oh, I really got to get these organized, like one for baking, one for like spatulas, and one for, I don't know, miscellaneous things. So I really want to get that drawer organized, and I got that to help. All right, next is along the same lines. So in my old apartment, I had a whole drawer of baking supplies, so cupcake papers and cake decorating stuff, and I don't have, like I said, I don't have all those drawers anymore. So what I got were these acrylic drawers where you can put things in and really easily see what you're working with, and the drawer pulls out. And then they also have a bunch of different sizes. So similar to the ones that are available for makeup, this is just a really good size. So I got a couple of these small ones and a couple of the larger ones, and so these just can sit on top of here, and they can stack, and you have different size drawers, but you can still see what you've got there. So I thought these would be perfect for my baking supplies. All right, moving on to closet. So in my closet here in LA is about half the size of my closet in Denver, which is fine. I've donated a lot of things, but I still just don't quite have enough room. And there is an amazing contraption that I discovered in college called a closet rod doubler. And what I like to do with this, and if you don't know how it works, you clip it onto the top rod of your closet, and it creates a second rod in your closet. So what I love to do with this, and I did it in college, is I put all my tops on the top and my bottoms on the bottom, and it was a really easy way to get more space out of your closet and mix and match outfits. So I was really excited about this, and yeah, I just feel like this is really gonna help maximize the closet space that I have. And I mean, it's an okay size closet, but it's definitely always good, even if you have ample space. This is kind of like for those of us who love vertical planning. It's like, or if you love horizontal planning, actually, it's like that's the way that it makes sense to organize your day for you, right? Like vertical, morning, afternoon, night is like what makes sense for me, how I organize my day. Having like the tops on the top and the bottom on the bottom is like how my closet makes sense as I'm getting dressed in the morning. So the next thing is for the kitchen, and it is if I can pull it up here, it's heavy, and I just knocked over a bunch of stuff. It is an under sink organizer. So what you do with this, besides organize underneath your sink, which I'm sure you assumed, is it actually is, you can rearrange the shelves in it so that they go around the parts of your sink that bring the water up, so that you can actually, I'm not sure if it's quite in frame, but you can actually arrange your things so that it goes around the pipes underneath your sink. And if you're like me, every time I open underneath my sink, it's such a hard place to organize. I have my cleaning supplies and I have my towels in there, and it just never feels organized. And I'm always trying to figure out how to make better use of that space, and I think this might be a great tool. So I'm going to be doing individual organizational tours of all of my rooms, so my bedroom, bathroom, well, maybe not bedroom, there's not really too much to organize in there, but closet for sure, bathroom, kitchen, office, and you'll see a lot of this stuff in action. But I just wanted to start kind of planting the seeds of some things that I didn't know, all of these I didn't know were out there necessarily. I was just like, I need something that does this, and then hunted it down. So I definitely hope that was helpful. I have two more things that I want to show you. This next thing, and these are probably for me the most exciting things, and this next thing is something I've wanted for quite some time, but I really didn't have a need for it. And it is a chest of drawers that I'm going to use for organizing my pens. If you've seen my, oh, if I can lift it, it's heavy. Oh my goodness, it's heavy. All right, it is a chest of drawers that I'm going to use for organizing my pens. And what I was saying was, in Denver, I had that built-in desk, so it was there ready to receive my planning and office goods, but I don't have any built-in storage here in LA, so I thought this would be perfect for all of my pens, because if you're a planner girl, you have like pens for everything, right? So I have like pens that I use specifically for my Bible, and I have pens that I use for my planner, and then I have all my Post-its that I use in both. So I thought that this would be so cute for organizing all of my pens, and I love that it looks kind of toolbox-ish. So all my planning supplies can go in here, from Post-its to, you know, pens and, you know, miscellaneous dashboards, covers, stuff like that. I thought this would be absolutely perfect. And if you're loving this, but you're not a pink girl like I am, this comes in all different colors. I mean, they had red and orange and blue and, you know, white, black, basics, gray. This comes in a rainbow of colors, so I'm sure you can find one to match your personal style or your home decor. So I was really excited about this and had been wanting, every time I go to the Container Store, it's one of those things that I eye and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so cute. It just totally lights me up. So that is it for the small items from the Container Store, and I have one more item that I'm going to show you that I'm really excited about, but it's kind of big, so I'm going to have to do a little rearranging with my current filming setup here. Meet my new rolling rack. This rolling rack is going to hold my favorite seasonal items. So this is what she looks like. And it actually folds down, so you can just slide it underneath your bed if you don't want it out all the time, which I doubt I'll want this out all the time. So it's nice that you can just really easily fold it up and put it away. So let me show you how I plan to use this. So I've just pulled a few example pieces, but if you have been following Paper and Glam for any length of time, you know I'm all about seasonal color and seasonal living, so I love to really kind of coordinate my wardrobe around seasonal living as well. And so I pulled some of my favorite new pieces for fall, and then I'll also go through the rest of my closet and pull things that, you know, are already existing. But I love teal and orange in the fall. That is my favorite, and that also kind of correlates with the Glam Planner colors. And so I pulled this dress at the Nordstrom anniversary sale, and it is just, you know, a teal, orange, purple, and pink dress. I thought it was a perfect transitional item for September. The next thing is a plaid shirt, and, you know, we love our plaid for the fall, so how could I resist a teal plaid shirt, right? Perfect. And I love the little rhinestones on it too. Or I don't know if those are rhinestones, little beading, I guess. They're not rhinestones. And then next I have this really nice fall floral sweater. I just thought this was a really good basic. It has some beautiful teals and purples, and I just thought that this would be a really nice transitional color for those of us who don't quite live in a fall climate, I guess. So, and then I also just pulled some of my new workout clothes. So I got this teal Zella tank top from the Target anniversary sale, and then I got a new skirt from Lululemon, and I thought they'd be perfect together since this skirt has some teal tones in it. So this is how I plan to use my rolling rack. I'm probably just going to keep it in my office right through that door and use it as just a way to stay inspired, and also making sure that I'm rotating all my clothes in my closet, because one of the great things about kind of pulling clothes seasonally is that it makes sure you're working through all of your clothes and that you're actually wearing everything, and the things that you don't wear within a year, then you can donate them or find a new home for them. So that really helps me make sure that I'm diversifying what I'm wearing and not just pulling the same thing out of the closet week over week, which, you know, if you've watched my vlogs, I'm prone to do. And yeah, it's also just a really fun way to install some extra rhythm and seasonal transition into your wardrobe. So that is how I plan to use my new rolling rack. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the first of my fall hauls. I, as you know, love to go fall shopping over Labor Day weekend. It's a tradition that my mom and I have been doing together, and it's also one of the stickers on the Glam August sticker set. So we love to kind of do a sweep of all of the Labor Day sales. So I have quite a few things to show you coming up. That will be Bath & Body Works, Pier 1, and like a miscellaneous fall tour, as well as a workout gear haul, which isn't really fall, but a lot of it is fall seasonal colors. So I hope you enjoyed this little peek into organizational heaven, or what is soon to be organizational heaven, and it gave you some ideas for organizing your own space. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each of you more than words, and I will see you again soon.